Hey, so I just wanted to share a quick video on how we have helped one of our clients, a digital marketing agency that runs Google Ads to local businesses, generate 112 leads within the past 9 weeks, from just under 30,000 cents. And I want to show you basically the full process, how we did it, what we're doing, the copy, the responses, like everything. Um, so this is the results within instantly so far. So we've started sending on the 14th of September, and we've basically had a very consistent flow of about sending about 750 emails a day, give or take 700. We had one day that was a bit of a spike, but other than that, we've had everything about 700 a day. And we've been consistently generating about 1 to 3 leads every single day for the past 9 weeks for this business. And then what they do afterwards is once they get the lead come through, they have a team that calls the leads, and then they set the meeting and then close the deals like that. So I'm going to just show you a quick breakdown of the actual numbers here. So we've had 29.3k cents. We've had, out of those 29, we've had 19, just under 20,000 have been new leads contacted, and then the rest of them have been follow-ups, about 9,000 follow-ups. We've had 607 leads respond, so about 3.1% reply rate, as you can see here. And we've had 112 opportunities generated, which is basically an 18% positive response rate, which I would say is maybe just ever so slightly under KPI. Like ideally, I'd want that at 25 to 30%. It's kind of like a standard, but I'll also show you in the copy that this is the most generic type of copy that we could possibly have, but it's still getting us a really, really good reply rate, lead flow basically. And the other number as well. So we've sent this many. So we're getting, I think it is, what is it? 29,300 by 112. So we're getting one new lead for every 261 contacted. So one new lead for every 261 contacted basically. Which is great because if we're sending 700 a day, we're getting about 3, give or take, depending on the day. And let me show you some more proof here. So here's our literal Slack channel with all of the leads that are coming through from instantly. I can scroll back for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you'll be able to continually see leads that have come through. If there are days where it's slightly less, it's just because we haven't had a day of sending volume. So you can see here, if I go back into the campaign, there are some days where we sent a little bit less, and those were just follow-ups because we needed to refill the lead list and stuff. But there are just a couple of down days. But when those down days happen, that's when we don't normally get as many leads, or we might get one. But the rest of the time, we're always consistently getting about 2, pretty much 2 every single day. You can see here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in one day. Here we've got 1, we've got 1, we've got 1, 2. Here we got 1, we got 1. No, we're just getting consistently. As far as you go back, we're just been getting these leads pretty much consistently all the time. I'll show you also in the inbox what this looks like. So if we're going to interested, keen to have a look, yes, send some more info. How does it work? Happy to consider. I think this one was a slightly off one. Or actually, no, they were requesting services. I think, what did they say? Kindly let us know if there are any leads around this area. More details, sure. Send some more info. Yes, please. Be interested, and so on and so forth. Send me some more info. Happy to send some more info proof. How many other agencies have you worked with? Like all of these are requesting more information, and I can scroll back and see this one. There are a couple that maybe are like miscategorized for whatever reason. So I would say the 112 is maybe around 105, give or take, just in terms of like accuracy levels. But yeah, so there's you can see all the positive responses here that are basically coming through all the leads, and then they're calling those in. In terms of the number of deals that have actually been closed from this, I still haven't spoken to the client, so I need to have that, and I'll probably do another video, a separate video, to show how many deals are closed, and hopefully, ideally the amount of leads, sorry, not leads, but the number of deals that we've actually closed, and then how much revenue we've been able to generate them because of this, right? I mean, they have a sales team, and they only need to have a really, really small percentage conversion rate to make, any ROI on this anyways. So, if that's kind of like around average levels, maybe like 20 to 30%, then they're going to be making some serious ROI on it. But like I said, I'll do another full breakdown later on once I have that. Let me show you the copy as well. So, or actually, we go back into here. I see here, for example, we are quite literally just saying, looking for mortgage brokers near me, found this company on Google. We've done some work with others. I've been bringing this many inquiries, helped massively with increasing the accuracy of the type of jobs you are wanting to target. Would you want the same? Work on a performance basis, based in LA, some social proof. Very, very, very simple copy. We're not even saying their name. We say good day because it's in Australia. So this is for a client that's in Australia. not even saying their name. So just as an FYI, there is literally zero personalization other than the niche or the industry that we're working with. So we've separated this into multiple different campaigns. So here, for example, we're targeting mortgage brokers, and we've set up a campaign specifically for mortgage brokers and all of these different industries basically that we're targeting, so that we can just essentially say in the copy. We could put this all in one, which we will do eventually, but at the moment there's just multiple campaigns that we're running, so we're running scaling it horizontally, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how we're doing it, and then I'll show you the workflow as well of what we've done. So we pulled in from two sources, which is either Apify, Google Map Scraper. We pulled in from Apify, Google Map Scraper, and then we've also pulled in from Clay's native integration with Google Maps as well. So we've done two ways of building the lead list. I mean, it's from the same source roughly, but one scraper might have better access to it and so on. So we've done it like that. Very simple. We've just called the company name, website, the category, which we just categorize. So when we pull a list in, we'll just categorize them as, okay, this list or search query on Google Maps was pest control services in XYZ, and then we'll just put pest control. So when we use that in the email, we can say, hey, looking for pest control services, and so on. That's the only part of the email that's basically personalized. We've got all of this data, then we normalize the name, we find their email address using a waterfall, we validate their email, and then quite literally push it into Instantly, and we run this. And the main thing here is, A, the infrastructure to be able to send like this. So what we've done, we've got a mixture of done for you domains from Instantly. We've got set up on Google, because the majority of small businesses are on Google, what we found, or local businesses are on Google. And we've also got pre-warmed domains that we're using as well, which have also actually been performing quite well. So we've got a whole mixture. We're sending to both Gmail and personal email, business email addresses. So we're reaching out to a whole range. It's just working incredibly well in terms of being able to have upkeep of this and a consistent lead flow quite literally over the past 2 months. We've also been working with a client for quite literally a year now, and be generating the leads pretty damn consistently. So I wanted to just show this to show that it's very possible to have a very consistent lead gen system that, as long as you have the basics and fundamentals right, if you have a good offer, you have the right infrastructure to be able to land in the inbox and scale volumes for sending 700 emails a day, pretty much every single day, and you have the right mechanism for building the lead list in terms of something that allows you to automate it or allows you to put it together relatively easily, find as much data from that, and then just reach out to that, and they're relevant. If you have all of those components, and then you have a killer conversion mechanism on the back end in terms of like a sales team or people to be able to handle the inbox and everything, then you're doing an incredible job at basically scaling your business. It's relatively inexpensive to run this in comparison to running ads. So I just wanted to give you this as an insight into what can actually be achieved if you're a local business, if you're a marketing agency, for example, or you just in general target local businesses. We could set this up for you. We'd build the table, we'd write the copy, we'd set up the campaigns. We wouldn't do it in Australia so that we don't target the same businesses as here, because that would obviously be a conflict of interest. But any other place in the world will do this, in the UK, in the US, Canada, etc. We'll set the whole thing up for you, and then we'll build it out. We'll put it in your business, and then you will manage it for you. So we set up the table. It's just a one-time thing, one-time setup. We'll set up all of the campaigns, everything, and then you'll have a relatively low cost to run a consistent lead generation operation, essentially, that will put you in front of the right people for local businesses to obviously sell your services. This works especially well if you have a good offer. Here we use pay on performance, but the goal here is just to get them onto a call. If they don't qualify for the pay on performance, then they go to a different plan, right? But that's more of their back end side of things. So this will work really well if you are a marketing agency selling to local businesses, and we can set this up for you. We can put it into your business so that you own it and you have a system to be able to consistently generate leads every single week. Like I've shown you, like this is about as consistent as you can get. We've been working with them for quite literally a year now and generating leads consistently for a year. This is a new campaign because we moved things over from Smart Lead recently, like 2 months ago. And you can go back on my channel. There's like a case study video with them from like 8 months ago. We've been working with them for a while. This is the kind of results that we're basically being able to get. And again, I'll get the deals closed figures as soon as I can, and I'll hopefully share those soon if we're able to get them. But I know for a fact that we're bringing lead flow and pipeline to their business So yeah, if you want the same thing for yours, feel free to book in a call below, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.